Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Sports Extra. I'm your host Ahmed Nawaz, the latest roundup of sports today. Let's take a look at what we're discussing. First of all, a very important press conference took place today in which Chairman Pakistan Cricket Board Mohsin Naqvi addressed the Pakistani nation. He highlighted the progress on the stadiums, and it's a great moment to celebrate all the three stadiums that have been completed. So we will be talking about the stadiums in detail. The fact is that the Chairman Pakistan Cricket Board has now officially announced the inauguration of all these stadiums. So on the 7th of February, the Qazafi Stadium in Lahore will be inaugurated by the Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif, who will be inaugurating the newly renovated, the state-of-the-art and new Qazafi Stadium, Lahore. Meanwhile, on the 11th of February, the National Stadium, Karachi, will be inaugurated by the Honorable President of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, Mr. Asif Ali Zardari, who will inaugurate the National Stadium, Karachi, which is, of course, another feature, another milestone for the Pakistan Cricket Board and the Chairman Pakistan Cricket Board as well, and subsequently will move on to the Pindi Stadium as well. The fact is that it's a great moment now to celebrate. Officially now we've been given the dates of the inauguration of both these major venues, and I have been saying it time and time again that the majority of this credit needs to be given to the Chairman Pakistan Cricket Board Mohsin Naqvi, the entire team involved with the restructuring of these stadiums, and my heart goes out to all the labor force that was working on the ground in these stadiums, who have worked day and night to achieve a historic milestone for Pakistan. This is not just the stadiums that have been renovated. Even the International Cricket Council, in their initial tour when these stadiums were ready to be revamped, the construction work hadn't started, the ICC delegation said that a couple of years are required for this. But Pakistan Cricket Board has pulled off this in record time. So I think all of us should be very, very happy. We should be very, very proud, and we should give the due credit where it should be given and congratulate the entire team, because like I said, if you look at the schedule of the Champions Trophy as well, you look at the games now, very less time is left if you talk about the tournament starting on the 19th onwards, and then we see all the matches happening. The fact is that we need to appreciate this as well. Then we talk about the tickets that are on sale now. The Champions Trophy tickets to feature 8 competitive teams. The second ticket sales will begin on the 3rd of February. This is the phase 2, which includes the matches in Dubai as well. The first phase has already been sold out, so we'll talk about that. Then we move on to the Women's Under-19 Cup. South Africa facing India in the final after they beat Australia, and India beat England in absolutely action-packed semi-finals. So these young girls now from India and South Africa are set to be crowned champions. And if the South African women are able to do that, they'll surely make history, because they'll become the first side in the history of South Africa, be it senior, junior, women's or men's, that will clinch the ICC crown. And then, of course, we move on to Australia's tour of Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka scoring 136 for 5 at stumps. Australia declaring their first innings on a mammoth 654 for 6. Massive total with Usman Khawaja scoring a maiden double century. Jayasuriya and Jeffrey have bagged 3 wickets each, so we talk about that as well. Time now to introduce the guests. First of all, joining us in studios is cricket commentator, international broadcaster, presenter and our sports expert, Asif Ahmed. Assalamu alaikum. How are you, sir?
Walaikum assalam, Ahmed. I'm very well. What about yourself?
I'm very well, sir. Alhamdulillah. Thank you very much for joining us. We've also been joined by cricket expert and analyst Sabir Hussain. Assalamu alaikum. Sabir, how are you?
Walaikum assalam, Ahmed. I am fine, thank you. But by the way, you look very handsome today.
Thank you very much, sir. I try my best, every once a month to try to match K. Asif and the aura that he has in styling. So I try to match it. So no, you have to blush, obviously. I think whenever you blush, Shirazi Saab blushes as well. So he brushes, you blush. So I think both these things happen. But Asif, I have to talk about this press conference first of all. It came at a very important time. In a while now, we'll also know Pakistan's team that is about to be announced for the Champions Trophy. It can happen any moment. So we'll give our viewers the disclaimer that will interrupt you and give all the details. But before that, Chairman Pakistan Cricket Board has now officially given us the dates of the inauguration of these stadiums.
Well, that's correct. And the press conference was very positive. And one thing he mentioned that I would like to thank the people who were making some constructive, positive criticism over the Pakistan Cricket Board. He said that I like when you're making these kind of comments for the betterment. And of course, you know that the Pakistan Cricket Board was struggling after the announcement of the Champions Trophy, the schedule and each and everything. The things were not going smoothly just because of the India's arrival in Pakistan. The news came from the India that they're not coming to Pakistan, and then things were changing day by day. The things were changing in each moment, and even some of the media channels from the India, some of the press from India, they have announced that the entire Champions Trophy is shifting towards South Africa. And one of the renowned journalists, Vikrant Gupta, claimed on his YouTube channel that Pakistan will not host the Champions Trophy and it will move to South Africa. Now, I think each and everything has been said.
What was your analysis when you heard that statement? Let me be very honest. What was your first thought that came to your mind?
I have given him a reply over the YouTube, and I said that I said that Vikrant Gupta, please save this video, and when Pakistan will be hosting this trophy, Pakistan will be hosting this 8 Nations mega event. Definitely, you won't be happy because once again, your prediction will be wrong, and this is what happened. I think that over the social media, that the Indian journalists, they are creating some hype. But now everything is set, as you said that in your intro, that the 7th February will be a big day in the history of Pakistan cricket, where the Prime Minister of Pakistan, Shehbaz Sharif, will definitely inaugurate the renovated Gaddafi Stadium. And the state of the art, as you said, that if you see and if you go there and if you have watched the visuals coming over the media, each and everything is perfect. Looks brilliant. Not only the Gaddafi Stadium, but the Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium and the National Bank Arena, Karachi. According to the Chairman Pakistan Cricket Board, that they will announce the squad tonight, maybe any time, and we will get the updates that what will be the squad of Pakistan cricket team. I think overall his press conference once again was very positive and a message to the entire world. Yes, we have some problems. Yes, we are struggling, but we're ready to host the Champions Trophy.
Well, on this fantastic analysis, I'm going to offer Kiasif a cup of tea. He truly deserved this one. But Sabir, let's be very honest. The task up ahead was very, very difficult. And I must say that for the very first time, the Pakistan Cricket Board looked in hands that were committed to take the challenge head on. There was so much negativity, not only from the outside world, but unfortunately from within Pakistan. Some people were making memes, making jokes that the stadiums won't be ready. And finally, the Chairman Pakistan Cricket Board today on a press conference has announced the dates of the inauguration of these stadiums.
Absolutely, Ahmed, that there are lots of things to be discussed today. To be very honest, we have been talking about, squads and different teams as well. But I mean, heads off to Mohsin Naqvi, first of all, basically, who decided to renovate these kind of stadiums in a lesser time. And also, I would like to appreciate the kind of, all the laborers, workers, all the, workers associated with these kind of projects, Rawalpindi, Karachi, and also, Lahore as well. But I mean, I have been, linked with the construction kind of a project for last 13 years. But I mean, they have been, doing a fantastic job, 24/7. Because in a construction work, in concrete work, you need to have some curing time as well, and the kind of time they have given, the kind of, capacity they have, all the resources basically they have utilized. Heads off to them. I mean, every individual must be respected, must be appreciated, I would say. And heads off to Mohsin Naqvi, basically, who invited all kind of workers, who have been working with these kind of projects in a lesser time, because they have left their families to basically complete these kind of projects. Because also it will be a proud moment for Pakistan. Being a Pakistani, I'm basically quite feeling proud to have such kind of Champions Trophy. ICC Champions Trophy will be hosting by Pakistan. So look, I mean, and even I was discussing last week as well, this is a wonderful opportunity for each and everyone, because our sincerity and also respect is associated with this kind of event. It's a major event for Pakistan. Everybody is contributing something. But again, these kind of decisions should have been taken a couple of years ago. But I mean, hats off to again this particular Mohsin Naqvi, and also this particular these stadiums will be inaugurated by our respected Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif. It will be a great achievement for everybody, I would say. And secondly, the kind of propaganda created by Indian kind of media, you can expect such kind of things, but we don't have a time to discuss these kind of propagandas, to be very honest.
We must move on. Yes.
Look, I mean, there are so many YouTubers. I mean, I really feel sorry for these kind of senior kind of sports journalists. I mean, okay, fine, you basically belong to such a country, but I mean, the kind of words you are saying, you have so many followers from every country. So basically, these kind of statements, basically, you are losing some kind of respect, to be very honest.
Absolutely.
So these kind of negative kind of statements, propaganda as well. I don't know which kind of time you have to discuss these kind of negative propaganda. You are basically supposed to appreciate. So appreciate the services of
And
Pakistan.
the fact is that when they didn't have us to talk about, they were actually trying to grill their own team. So that's what they were doing. That's the kind of extremism that we saw.
To be very honest, Ahmad, the Indian cricketers will be in huge trouble, will be in huge pressure as well. The kind of atmosphere they have created for them, lots of expectations, poor form of Virat Kohli, poor form of Rohit Sharma, what they have been doing domestic circuit, I mean, right now. So they are in a trouble position, to be very honest. So they are basically trying to create something kind of fishy for the
Absolutely.
for the YouTubers, I would say.
Absolutely.
Ahmed,
but
I
the
think
fact
that-
is that, Asif, I'd like you to add to that, but I must say at this moment, the tea is fantastic. It's just fantastic. I have to say this.
Is
It
this the
actually
message?
is.
Is it the message?
No, no,
for
it's-
Vikrant
I'm just
Gupta?
saying the
And
tea is
tomorrow
fantastic.
is it a message for
Tomorrow
Vikrant?
February. February and tea is fantastic.
All right. What I wanted to say, as Sabir said, that the India media is creating and putting a lot of pressure on Indian team. It's good for Pakistan, that. And right at the moment, if you see that the Pakistan team is playing very good ODI cricket, we have won in Australia, in South Africa, and it's the best time that we could beat India. If you see over the paper, yes, we aren't sure that what could be the playing 11, but if you ask me, to be honest, that either I don't like to Fakhar Zaman, but you'd have to include him. You don't have any other option. Yes, if you see his his ODI record, it's better than Imamul Haq, it's better than Shan Masood.
But on that note, I'm then tempted to ask you, because the chairman Pakistan Cricket Board said that you guys can stay tuned. Anytime we'll let you know what the Pakistan final squad for the Champions Trophy is. Look, Saim Ayub still have about 5 to 6 weeks, so he's out of the question, even if he's announced his participation. And I think the chairman made a very, very mature statement saying that just for the sake of this tournament, I will not destroy his future, which I thought was a very mature statement
Really
coming
positive,
from the chairman.
really positive.
Now, that being said, in your honest opinion, considering the past 1 year for Pakistan's white ball campaign, what is your squad and what is your probable playing 11 that we can see?
All right, I mean, it's a tough question, but Ahmed is there. He always asks these kind of questions. Okay, let's try to sort out that what could be the best Pakistan 11. I'll go definitely Fakhar Zaman and Babar Azam. I would. Why you're happy, Sabir? I mean, we do not have any other option. I'm not telling you to bring Hasibullah, because why I'm not saying is that Hasibullah.
For so many months, and I wanted to list such kind of statements.
Well,
I am
pretty
in trouble.
Sabir is
Pakistan-
going to cry. Sabir is going to cry on the way back.
Emotionally, I'm about to cry basically. Okay, Asif is saying
I wish him good luck. I wish you good luck, guys. That if Fakhar Zaman would be the part, I want him to make victories for Pakistan.
Let's ask him. Let's make it more easier. For our viewers, let's start with your opening. So your opening is
All
Fakhar
right.
Zaman and
Fakhar Zaman and Babar Azam and Rizwan could be a good option as well, because he remained as an opener in T20,
Right.
so he could do this job as well.
and your middle order now.
Middle order. Okay, I'll go with Fakhar Zaman and Babar Azam. And of course, number 3, that's a big question. But of course, we have several options. Rizwan will come number 4. And if Babar Azam is not coming as an opener, then I want to see Mohammad Rizwan. And then Babar Azam technically on number 3. And then number 4, Mohammad Rizwan. And number 5, I'll go definitely with Salman Ali Agha. Number 6, Irfan Niazi. Then number 7, now there's a question mark. Either Khushdil Shah or Shadab Khan. See, you don't have any other
Kamran
options.
Ghulam is not in your team.
Oh, sorry, the Kamran Ghulam is on number 3. This
Number
is what
3, right.
Yeah.
What
Because
about Tayyib Tahir?
Tayyib Tahir, very difficult call for me, because I'll go with the Irfan Niazi. If you see his stats from last 1-2 years, he's been performing constantly.
If I had to pick between Tayyib Tahir and Irfan Niazi, I'll pick Irfan on the basis of just his fielding. I think that makes a
Yes.
huge difference to Pakistan team.
And if you ask me the question that who will be your choice about Khushdil Shah and Shadab, I'll choose Shadab Khan just because of his fielding. Because Khushdil Shah, no doubt, if you see his list A career, his ODI career, his average is 33 in ODI. But if you talk about the batting technique, if you talk about the hitting skills, I think Shadab is improving a lot. And he has proved, and he played first-class cricket
But
as
then
well.
you need to identify the primary role, because as a
The
spinner,
primary role, see, Khushdil and Shadab, both the same kind of spinners. Yes, Shadab is not bowling well from last 1 year, and that's a major concern, and that's why he has been dropped from the team. And I think if he's working in domestic cricket, I've watched him that he performed well. He has taken fifer in an inning as well. With the bat, he's okay. The most important thing is the batting. Yes. His majority of the people, they talk about that he's a good batter, but his prior role is to bowl 10 overs and 10 good overs for Pakistan. Let's suppose if he's conceding 70, 80 runs in 10 overs, then I think his batting will be useless. And same with the Khushdil Shah. And then, of course, we have three. Abrar Ahmed is the most important choice in this ODI cricket tournament. In this mega event, I'll go with the Abrar. And then three fast bowlers. Haris Rauf, Shaheen Shah Afridi, Naseem Shah. I think this is my playing 11.
Right. Yeah. So I think that's very particular. That's the kind of traditional playing 11 that we have been seeing. Sabir, what would you?
Well,
like
I mean, you know, different people have different thoughts, but I mean, I would love to go with Fakhar Zaman along with Saud Shakil. Saud Shakil, you know, can be useful for Pakistan because he has been batting at the top order and he has basically proved himself number of times we have seen in the PSL.
By the way, has he in the plans?
Yes, we've been
He
told.
should be in the
Okay.
plan.
We have
Look, I
news
mean-
that he's going to be in the squad.
Okay.
But you know, former Test cricketer Shoaib Akhtar said that if you want to include Saud Shakil in the squad, if you want to have him in the playing 11, so you can have him open the innings as well. If you don't want to compromise Babar.
That would be a good
Yeah.
call. That would be a good call.
Yeah, in place of Saim, I would love to include, you know, a Saud Shakil. Then you have Babar Azam at number 3. Then you have Kamran Ghulam at number 4. And then Mohammad Rizwan, and instead of Salman Ali Agha, he has been a tremendous performer for Pakistan in recent past. But I would go with Tayyib Tahir because in middle overs, you need to have a firm striker who can hit basically big sixes, big boundaries as well. So Tayyib Tahir could be the man for Pakistan in this particular tournament, I would say, because he has been again proved in the past. We have seen in Emerging Asia Cup as well. So Tayyib Tahir, in my opinion, so some people may disagree.
No, no,
but I
obviously,
mean-
we respect your
Yeah.
opinion.
yeah, I
Obviously,
mean,
you can make the
I
call.
would love to go with, you know, Tayyib Tahir. And then you need to have one fast bowling all-rounder. Amir Jamal could be a choice for you because in these kind of, you know, Pakistani pitches, you never know about Haris Rauf line or length. You never know about Shaheen Shah Afridi, you know, initial overs if you do not, will not pick up.
What
the
about
wickets in the
Abbas
power
Afridi?
play.
What about Abbas Afridi?
Sorry?
Abbas Afridi, what about?
Yeah, look, Abbas Afridi, he has been good, but in T20s. But if you are asking for 10 overs kind of, you know, bowler, then you need to have Haris Rauf. Then Amir Jamal could be useful for 5 to 6 overs because you need to have a kind of a reliable batsman down the order as well. And then in the fast bowling, it is predicted that Naseem Shah, Haris Rauf and Shaheen Shah Afridi. But Ibrar and Sufyan Mukim, I don't know Shahidab Khan, why you guys are talking about Shahidab Khan, I mean, which kind of form he's having in 10 overs. You know, in you know, T20s, he struggled a lot. Yes, he has been, you know, he has a big kind of a support by the, you know, social media, and maybe he has so many fans. I used to be a fan of Shahidab Khan, but for so many months, so many chances, he has been struggling because he was selected because of his bowling, and he's struggling in his bowling. He is a phenomenal fielder for Pakistan. He is a wonderful contributor as far as the batting is, hard hitting is concerned. He has won so many titles for PSL, Islamabad United, and also, you know, in Faisalabad Champions Cup as well. But we need to have a proper bowler in the middle overs because from 18 to 34th, 35th overs, you need to have a genuine spinner who can basically give you wicket. I mean, you never know about Haris Rauf again in the middle overs. We have seen, but the good thing for Pakistan in last 7 to 8 months, under Mohammad Rizwan's captaincy, Pakistan is managed to basically picking up the wickets. I mean, against Australia, in 3 ODIs, we basically picked up 27, 28 wickets. Against South Africa, we basically picked up all the wickets number of times against Zimbabwe as well. So this is the thing basically in Sarfaraz captaincy we used to see all kind of wickets, you know, and then it was easy for Saim Ayub, Babar, Rizwan and Abdullah Shafiq. He was, you know, not in a form to get such kind of small targets because of good bowling. So it will be interesting for Pakistani basically to pick up basically wickets again and again, especially in the middle overs, because we struggled a lot. 320, 340 cannot be chased again and again by Fakhar Zaman. You cannot expect, you know, again and again from Babar Azam as well. So it will be important for Pakistani bowlers basically to pick up the wickets, fast bowlers and also the spinners as well.
Look, I think the insecurities Pakistan have, Sabir, Pakistan is bound to go with a batting heavy side. What we've seen with Aqib Javed as well.
Look, I mean, Aqib Javed, yes, we have seen in the past as well, but you need to have a genuine, you know, players, special players, I would say, because who can bowl. We have seen in the past Khushdil Shah could be useful because Mohammad Rizwan's captains in Multan Sultan, he utilized, you know, Khushdil Shah very well. So maybe Mohammad Rizwan is in favor of Khushdil Shah instead of, you know, Sufyan Mukim or Mehran Mumtaz. Khushdil Shah could be a good option because he's played for Pakistan in the past. And he did an okay job. And in ODIs against, you know, when Mohammad Wasim used to be the selection committee head, he basically selected Khushdil Shah. Khushdil Shah was a very utility cricket, I would say, but it will be important for Mohammad Rizwan how basically he's utilizing his bowlers. For me, in the last 3 ODI series, which was basically captained by Mohammad Rizwan, he was basically doing a phenomenal job. Again, it will be a individual responsibility. Haris Rauf, Shaheen Shah Afridi, because Naseem Shah, they are not babies anymore. They are basically not junior players. They have served Pakistan for so many years. Babar Azam, Mohammad Rizwan himself, Fakhar Zaman as well. So these 5 to 7 guys, they have to take the responsibility. This is a major event for Pakistan, and all the, you have to have some kind of respect for your country as well. So you have to play and win this particular tournament for Pakistan.
Can I
Absolutely,
chip
yes.
in for a moment, please?
Oh,
Thank you very much,
Can,
Ahmed.
can anyone dare stop you?
Respect, dear, respect.
Considering you've just recently been part of, a very important tournament yesterday, how can we dare stop you?
So, thank you very much. If the performance of Khushdil Shah was stellar, then why he has been dropped? That's the question. And I would like
Two
us to ask.
questions.
I would like to ask this question to Sabir Sahib.
Yes, sir.
So sorry.
Why was Khushdil Shah dropped from the side?
If he was stellar with the performances,
Why was he dropped?
Look, basically he was not finishing the matches as well. To be very, in bowling he was okay. If you compare Shadab's performances and number of chances Shadab has been given, I would love to go with Khushdil Shah. And recently Khushdil Shah is doing okay for in the Bangladesh Premier League as well.
Well, see,
and
that's the
it will
problem,
be-
Sabir. That's the problem. You have given examples of Multan Sultans, and now you're giving an example of Bangladesh
Yes,
Premier League.
yes.
It's a huge difference there when you're playing franchise cricket and international cricket. What's his record while playing ODIs? Has he performed well with the ball as Shadab was bowling?
Look, Shadab, Shadab has been given lots of chances, and we have seen, even you were the one basically, I myself and Ahmed as well, on 2023 World Cup in India, he badly struggled, and before World Cup in Asia Cup as well.
Okay, so let me just highlight this. I'll just chip in because obviously then in a while we've got to go to a break. 10 one-day internationals, 199 runs with an average of 33.2 with a strike rate of 94.8, which is less than 100, coming at his number. And if you talk about his wickets, he's just taken 2 wickets because he hasn't bowled that much. But if I go to his list A career, and if I talk about batting, so he still has an average of 37.5 and 96.5. So not the typical number 7 that you required, number
Yes,
6,
that's-
7.
that's
because
what I was
you need
telling-
somebody there like Marcus Stoinis with a strike rate of, above 120s, somebody like that. And I think at that time, then you'll be stuck in a debate because right now sources have claimed that you might see Iftikhar Ahmed coming back into the side as well.
Oh my God.
So that is another conundrum.
It's better to bring Asif Ali.
He was going to say K. Asif.
He's going to Khar Ahmed again.
But
I would like to
yes.
request those guys, please now call to Inzamam and Yusuf back into the side. If you're asking Asif and Khushdil Shah to come and play for
Shoaib
Pakistan.
Malik is still the fittest Pakistani player
Yeah,
right
he's
now.
the fittest player. True. Before replying your question, I would like to ask, and the people and the viewers, they're eager to love and they're eagerly waiting that what would be the call of Ahmed's playing 11?
Well, my playing 11 is pretty simple. I would never have Babar Azam open the innings.
Okay,
I'm being
okay.
very honest.
Yeah.
I would have somebody like Fakhar Zaman and Saud Shakil to open the innings. For a while now, for the past 6 months, I've been saying that we are underutilizing Saud Shakil as a player. You need somebody like him in the one-day squad on surfaces where the ball is even. He is a great batter, even if you play him in the middle order. 3 comes Babar Azam, 4 comes Mohammad Rizwan, 5 then of course comes, you can also switch Babar at 3 and 4 if you bring in Kamran Ghulam. Then you've got Kamran Ghulam in there, Irfan Niazi for me at number 6, then you go for your bowlers, so Naseem
And no
Haris.
Salman Ali Agha, right?
Salman Ali Agha obviously into the side. So not, look, 4 or 5 people are automatic selection.
Okay.
Then you've got Salman Ali Agha and then you've got Haris, Shaheen Shah Afridi and Naseem Shah.
What about Abrar?
I won't go with Abrar Ahmed.
Okay.
I'll be very honest.
So now you have given 10 names. One is still remaining.
Yes,
Now
that for me, look, it's totally up to our opinion. So if
Okay.
it was on my opinion, I would, just, although I think it's very, very early to call, it might just be a foolish decision, but I would give somebody like Sufyan Muqeem a chance. Instead
I
of Shadab
respect
Khan.
your opinion.
Instead
I
of
respect
Shadab Khan.
He bowled well in Australia. He bowled well in South Africa. I strongly respect your opinion, but even then you require a proper player who at least represented Pakistan in 10, 20 times in ODIs. It's a big tournament. If you go for this big call, I think Sufyan Muqeem could be a big risk for me.
A couple of games might just look, Asif, in Pakistan we've got a history where players have either come out to be exceptional for Pakistan.
Yeah.
These kinds of experiment we saw in the 92 World Cup in Zamamul Haq.
Yeah.
Just, became the star of the show. Then we move on, and, we've seen many names. Mohammad Amir in that 2009 World Cup. We've seen certain things happening.
But I think that the difference is talent. They were the big talents. I'm not saying that Sufyan is not a big talent, but let him prove himself. And he didn't play even domestic cricket, right? He didn't play even single
Absolutely,
game.
yes.
So
So
that's the only difference, yeah.
In my opinion, basically, we are confirmed with the 30 overs. We are basically sacrificing, compromising 20 overs, of spin and also.
He was so sure. He was so sure saying 30 overs. This is like a true Pakistani follower
Yeah,
saying
but
30
Shaheen
overs.
Shafri, Naseem Shah, and Haris Rauf. What about the spinners and and
Abrar-
what about
Abrar-
20 overs? I mean,
Abrar
Salman
will
Ali
be
Agha
playing-
2 to 3 overs.
I'm
Abrar will
telling
be in
you,
the playing 11,
yeah,
most probably.
Abrar-
But for me, if you have Salman Ali Agha in the playing 11, then make him bowl 10 overs.
Tayyip
Yes.
Taher also
Don't
can bowl.
underutilize him. I think that will make a
Kamran
big
Then you can
difference.
bring an extra batter.
Absolutely, you
Yeah.
can actually do that. But guys, we'll go towards a short break. When we come back, we'll have more on Sports Extra. But before we go to the short break, we'll just tell you the announcement from the Pakistan Cricket Board has just reached us on 6:30 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. The Pakistan Cricket Board, by virtue of a press release, will announce the Pakistan squad for the Champions Trophy. On that note, we take a short break. We come right back. Stay tuned. Right, welcome back. And of course, we're discussing Pakistan squad as well. But Asif, in conclusion now, the Champions Trophy is a major tournament to look forward to. What are your expectations from the Pakistan team? Put in a nutshell very quickly.
Very simply, that I could see Pakistan, if you see the Pakistani squad, and definitely we have discussed a lot. The final answer is that the Pakistan will be in the final fours, and I'm quite sure that the Pakistan will make a place in semi-final.
Absolutely. Sabir, what about you? Your expectation from the Pakistan team, considering you're playing at home, you've enjoyed a good white ball campaign. What do you think?
Look, I'm quite hopeful, and expectations are very high because, and then Pakistani basically management need to select the players against the opponents as well. If you're playing against New Zealand and Karachi, then you need to have a couple of 1 or 2 off spinners, maybe Salman Ali Agha in the playing 11, because New Zealanders have lots of left-handers. If you're playing against India, then your strategy must be changed, and again the match will be played in Dubai. So I mean I'm quite hopeful, because the kind of performances Pakistan basically have produced in recent past, especially in ODIs as well. And good to see Rizwan's captaincy is quite good. Very kind of innovative, moves, especially in the field as well. Utilization of bowlers is very important, and also he's basically encouraging their players. I mean, especially during the match, which is very important.
Absolutely. And I think both of our guests have aptly put it. Pakistan reaching the top 4 is one part of the picture. But Pakistan winning the Champions Trophy at home is going to be a dream for an entire generation that has been deprived of seeing international cricket in Pakistan. Thank you very much, K. Asif and Sabir Hussain, for joining us. Now, before we go, we're going to show you something very special. But before we do that, I just want to send out a special shout out to a young superstar in our programming department today, Mr. Mohammad Shirazi. Thank you very much for coming, Mohammad, and great to see you there always alongside your father on Fridays. So I think that's a great omen. But that being said, Pakistan is all set to host another international tournament in another very particular sports. You take a look at this very interesting promotional video, but from me and the entire team of Sports Extra, it's goodbye for now.